My mom would be very proud if she could have been here this morning. Her son up here on the podium with all these doctors. I was a disappointment. And, as my friend Jeff Lalonde would say up here, with a true athlete. Thank you, merci everyone for coming out to this, the first annual Montfort Hospital President's Breakfast in support of the Cardiac CT Scanner Campaign. Bienvenue au premier petit-déjeuner du président annuel en appuyant la campagne tomodensitomètre avec module cardiaque. In English and in Ottawa, welcome to the FAM-HPB ISOT CCSC. J'espère de tout mon cœur que ce déjeuner sera un grand succès. Et je tiens à remercier Dr. Leduc, ses illustrés collègues, Chuck Bordelot et à Christine Ségouin et son équipe à la Fondation pour m'avoir impliqué dans cette campagne. C'est un plaisir et un honneur pour moi de faire ce que je peux et de rendre honneur au travail exceptionnel que vous faites pour la population d'Ottawa. When I was a kid, my brother and I would go out and we'd shovel snow from people's driveways. And we'd get paid 50 cents or $1, just to give you an idea of how young I am. We'd get paid that 50 cents or $1 when the job was done. And that's how we were raised. You got paid when the job was done. And ever since, I've never liked asking people for money until I've done the work. But in my profession, if you wait until you're finished with the criminal trial, getting paid can sometimes be difficult. You know, the guy's in jail, it's a little difficult to collect. I'm from Laval, a city where, when I was growing up, we were told not to cross La Belle Boulevard, or the Frenchies would get us. And I suspect the Frenchies were told the same thing, not to cross La Belle Boulevard, or les maudits blocs would get them. So how, or more importantly, or why, there's a guy, a tête carré, who doesn't like to ask for money, agreed to chair a Montfort campaign to raise $2.5 million to purchase a cardiac CT scanner, un tomodensitomètre. The how was pretty easy. My friend, Chief of Police Chuck Bordelot, with whom I have worked closely in the community and other projects and organizations, avec qui j'ai travaillé dans la communauté, m'avait demandé d'être impliqué. And there are two reasons why I agreed to chair this campaign. Because the cardiac CT scanner will save lives, possibly the lives of our family members or friends. Je ne souhaite surtout pas qu'un de vos proches soit la prochaine à souffrir d'une crise cardiaque à Ottawa. Loin de là. Mais si cela arriverait, assurons-nous que cette personne reçoive les meilleurs soins et qu'elle aura les meilleures chances de survie et de guérison complète. The second reason is because the best place for the first cardiac CT scanner in the National Capital Region is at the Montfort Hospital. For those of you who don't work or volunteer there, let me tell you a little bit about the recent history of the Montfort. After the hospital was saved by the likes of Gisèle Lalonde, Michel de Corville-Nicole, Ron Caza, Jerry Savoie, and Marie Belanger, the Montfort began to develop centers of excellence, like the Family Birthing Center, where my friends Dennis and Dorothy Jackson have had more grandchildren than the Ottawa Senators have had coaches. My wife, Angela's unofficially adopted daughter, who is a nurse, wisely chose to have her premature baby at the Montfort, and the extraordinary care that they and thousands of others have received is helping to build a next generation loyal to the Montfort. I've spent many hours in the Montfort ICU in the past few weeks. with a Montfort champion. But I doubt that there are many ICUs in the world where the president and CEO of the hospital, Dr. Bernard Leduc, out of concern for that patient's welfare, spends hours in that same patient's room. With the cardiac CT scanner, the Montfort will develop yet another center of excellence in cardiac diagnosis and care. We will continue to work closely with the world-class Heart Institute. The diagnosis of the trauma and the extent of the damage will be known within minutes instead of days, and the treatment can start immediately. Take a moment and think about your spouse, your parents, your friends, and the fact that the life of any one of them might be saved by this technology. We are people, everybody in this room, we're people who love life. Nous avons une joie de vivre incomparable, and every one of us has lost someone we love or been with someone as they fought to hold on. What we would have done, just about anything, to give them a better chance at life. We have a chance today, right here, to make sure the Montfort is ready for that day when someone we love will need this technology. That day, it will be too late to offer to help. We have to prepare in advance. And with your help, the Montfort will have the technology to give our loved ones a better and stronger chance to live. Dr. Leduc mentioned that the CT scanning technology is in its teenage years. And when he mentioned that, many of us winced at the prospect of having to fund a teenager-related project. If every person here today commits to $1,000 a year for the next 3 years, that would be close to $500,000, 1/5 of our goal. $1,000 a year works out to be about 1 muffin and 1 coffee per day. Tim Hortons, mind you, not Starbucks. Everyone here can do $1,000 a year, and most of us can and hopefully will do more. At this point, I would ask all of the table captains, the capitaines de table, to stand. If we could please have all of the table captains standing and be recognized for their help. Merci. Recognized for their help in herding all of you cool cats here this morning. Je demanderai maintenant aux capitaines des tables de distribuer les pochettes d'informations à leurs invités. Lorsque vous offrez votre enveloppe, je vous propose une petite réflexion. Pensez à ce que vous feriez si un de vos proches avait besoin d'une intervention médicale aujourd'hui pour sauver sa vie. I would now ask the table captains to hand out the presentation folders to their guests and for you to open your envelope. And as you open your envelope, I would ask you to take a moment and consider what you would do if someone you love needed life-saving health care today. Table captains, sponsors, and friends, I know that it is often an expensive proposition to continue to be my friend. I appreciate your friendship, your time, and your generosity. With your help, the Montfort will be there for our loved ones. Pour toi, mon cœur. Un gros merci au capitaine de table pour avoir invité des gens si généreux. Je vous demande de ramasser les enveloppes de vos invités avant de partir ce matin. In a few moments, if I can ask each of the table captains to collect the envelopes of your guests before they leave this morning. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Alors, this concludes the breakfast this morning. I'd like to thank everyone personally for attending. Thank you so much, Lawrence. I'm very moved, and I truly, truly appreciate it. Merci tout le monde d'avoir participé ce matin en si grand nombre, et je vous souhaite une agréable journée. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.